Greetings and welcome everyone to episode 14 of our FTB Continuum Let's Play series. And in today's episode, we're going to be continuing to work on our tree farm. I've been doing other stuff while I've been waiting, and I did even a small test. So I think we're good to go in finishing up this tree farm and just watching it work. We're not going to necessarily automate it right now because we don't have hoppers and item ducts and whatnot, but we are going to attempt to get this set up and then work from there. So let me just finish laying down some of this track. I didn't want to get it so close to the house. That's why I ended up moving it here. And then we're going to watch it work basically. So what I want to do here is give it a little bit of a round facing area here so that it's not as bad. There we go. And then we'll put our cargo manager right here for the moment, and we'll clean this area up here to give it a little bit of space, and it should be good. We're gonna run some tests on it to make sure that it has the proper range and reach, and make sure the trees are being harvested correctly. I want to make sure that it has enough of a range here. One of the things I'm want to make sure of is, well, doggone, I put that in the wrong place for starters. We're gonna fix that, and then these here we'll just might as well just simplify it. There's no sense making it more complicated than it has to be. Okay, so our two access points are green and red. We're going to, what the heck's going on? Oh, I gotta change the color via here. That's right. So we want to go black with that, and then change these to be non-used. There we go. And the red we want to go out, and the green we actually want to go in. And so that's going to be storage, and this is going to be fuel. So we'll put this here, and then these here, so that we have plenty of space for our set of items, so we can pump in and pump out once we finally get that established. So let's see here. We got our rail here. Oh, and I wanted to mention that I had to remake it. I had forgotten to put the planter range extender on it. Not sure if that was necessary, but I did end up remaking it for that very reason. Now, also we should replace these with detector rails that we have here, and they'll work out really nice, like so, and we're good. So let's take and let's put down our cart, and let's let it do its thing. Let's see here. It should get started once I give it a single piece of coal to burn for its fuel source. And there we go. Well, it did not go the direction I wanted it to. And it seems to be stuck. Oh no, it's chopping down the tree. There it goes, watch it. See it? It seems to be doing exactly what it's supposed to do. But it's going to run out of fuel. So let's give it half of this stack here. Now what we want to do is make sure that it's always going to have fuel, number one. And so one of the ways we can do that is by making one of these benches here be basically 2 furnaces and 2 storage containers. So let's get started on that project. Well, we barely have enough for that. Okay, so we're carrying plenty of wood, so good enough. There we go, and we'll drop these in here to get them cut down to size. And once these get cut down to size, one of the goals of this is to make sure that we have enough charcoal to make it run continuously and provide additional power. So let's go over here and let's build our 2 chests that we're going to make. There we go. And then let's look up our engineer workbench. I think it's work table. Yep, it is work table. So we'll need to make the blank piece here first. It's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. And then we're going to need a larger one to finish this. Like so. And then one of the things we wanted to work on was having 2 furnaces, like we said, right? Inside there. So eventually I wish to automate this, but for now we'll just do what we can with this and have it stored out here and hopefully functional. See, he's still going, he's still working on the trees, but he's going to have a long path ahead of him, and hopefully he doesn't get too full setting up over there. So we'll set this up over, let's say right here, and we'll go to upgrades and we'll add our 2 furnaces and our 2 storage so that we can be able to work and see this. So we'll just put our logs here, and we'll of course have our fuel here. It'll work out fairly well. Oh, it's getting night. Let's go sleep, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and it's bright and early in the morning. As you can see, I may have to help it out a little bit because it doesn't have the ability to necessarily attack mobs, which could be troublesome. And he's run. Oh, he didn't quite make it to the water, but he gave us some freebies. Can't really complain about that. Not bees, but free bee stuff. So he didn't seem to get any sapling. Oh, he did, but he planted them already, which is good. So let's go over here and see if he's still working the 2x2. Because that's really what I wanted to do, is work on a 2x2 instead of a 1x1. Now I can have him plant all the way up to 6 range with this plant range thing. And that might make part of the difference. But I put the other one back in. Look at the size of this tree. This is going to take him forever to cut down this one. That's crazy. But he'll do it. Let's see. Let's check on the durability. It's repaired with diamonds, just so you're aware. The durability will go down with use, and it can be repaired with diamonds. I don't remember exactly how much the diamond repairs it for, but it has 320,000 overall durability, so it'll last a good long time with even a level of extended use. But as you notice, it just cuts down the trees and does a good job at them. So we're gonna let this run for a bit. It's gonna be really, really nice, I think, once it's all said and done. Really wish I could have showed you guys that I laid the track and everything, but the problem was with that is the video recorder crashed and it corrupted the file, so I had to redo it. And so I just figured I'd just leave the track down so you guys could just see what I did to make it happen, especially with the cart manager and whatnot. But it looks nice, and I think it's operating nice. And at this rate, it's going to take a long time for it to get back to that cargo manager, especially once all the trees get in place. But it's going to be a nice long trek for it to go. I just hope it doesn't run out of fuel. That's the only issue I'm thinking about here at this point, is that it might run out of fuel along the way. Let's see how much fuel it has right now. Oh, it hasn't used that much. That's still pretty good. I can't complain. It's almost got 2 stacks of wood already, and I haven't had to chop anything down. That's pretty doggone good. I'm just glad it isn't accidentally going to harvest those plants, but that's going to be what the next ones we're going to work on, is putting up an automated farmer so that we can work on our plants as well as our trees. So we'll have, it'll be set up separately like this, but I may do separate carts for each type of plant so that there's no confusion, because we have so many different types of crops that we monitor here and whatnot. But let me know what you guys think of this setup. Leave a comment down below, and I'm glad to hear what you guys have to say about it, to see what you guys are feeling as well. And if you have any suggestions, I'd gladly take them right now, because I'm having difficulty with moving items around, and the only thing I would suggest that I could possibly do is the item relays, I think is what they're called. Let's look that up real quick. Yeah, the relays. So I got the item laser relay, and I think it would work because I can actually make these ones with the advanced coils and whatnot. I have some nickel. I haven't cooked it up yet too much, but I think that would be one answer as to what I could do. But we already have 4 blocks of iron in there. I don't want to put nickel in because that makes something when you mix them together. I just totally forgot what it was though. Let's see here. When you smelt it and then you use it, yeah, nickel and iron make, yeah, that's right, Invar. We don't really want to make Invar just yet. I mean, eventually we will, but for right now, we don't really want to. So we'll leave those alone, but we could take some inside, I guess. So we'll take, We'll take 16 of them inside and cook them up in our system in here. We'll drop the bones and stuff off. Oh, that other cart's actually assembling. Actually took the time to make sure that it would. Let's grab a couple pieces of coal and we'll see this thing cook everything up. Whoops. Oh, it's out of fuel. I will need to get more fuel. We will when the cart comes back around and drops its inventory, which is no big deal. It'll all work out. He's finally chopped down all those trees. That was quite a bit to chop down. Oh man, he's already got 3 stacks. So let's snag a stack of that to use for our progress up here. And let's see where this is going to go. He's planted his trees. This is working out quite well. I wonder if the trees are registered the same. I'm not sure. As if they were planted by a person or by the game. You know, because everything's a little bit different in how it works, so you gotta attempt to understand the mechanics of things. Okay, so let's put these in here. Oh, I forgot. It's all the same fuel. That's right. So we'll let it cook it down and do what it's gotta do. It's already on its way back, but it didn't chop down those trees. Maybe it'll catch them on the next one, but that's fine. So, the relays, what we're talking about. It's going to require the energy laser relay, which of course is going to require the nickel and a basic coil. The issue we're having right now is we don't have a lot of black quartz. Even with all the mining I've done, I've had quite a bit of difficulty locating the regular quartz. This one. The 24 to 4. Oh, that's because I'm below 24. That's why I'm having so much trouble locating it. Because I got a few pieces, but I don't have a lot. And so that's why it makes sense that I don't have it. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. Had to yawn there for a second. But as you can see, it's continuing to chop down the trees. Its fuel level is doing really, really well, so it'll pick up what fuel is left in here. And it should, theoretically, pick up the remainder of this, any saplings it requires, and keep driving on. And this one's doing pretty good as well. We'll take these two here, drop them in there, cook up the rest of these, and we'll use this as a transport. So, under transport, you can actually take the items out of here and pump it into the other areas, if I remember correctly. And, okay, so this one can pump into this one and so on and so forth. There is a module you can use. I don't know if it's in this version of it, because I didn't see very many upgrades that you could do with those. So there's always that potential that it's just not there right now. So let's see. Laser relays. Pew pew. Let's go over here and grab the nickel we've got. And let's take about 4 pieces of it. That should get us 36 chunks of nickel. And then we'll put the rest of it in here. That should be fine. And then what we want to do is look into making the relays, but we only have 3 pieces of Certus quartz. And if I remember correctly, there isn't really any way I can get it better than that just yet. Well, we're just going to try to make 2 to see if we can relay out of one and into the other for the moment. I've never worked with these relays, so I don't know for 100% certain how they work. But we're going to experiment with it and see what we can do. So we're going to start with the energy relay, which is going to require, obsidian. We're going to need to go find some obsidian. I can mine it. I just haven't done it yet. So let's grab a bucket of water and let's head down. And I will catch you guys once I pick up some obsidian for this. So I managed to obtain quite a bit of obsidian here, and it's working out quite well. We need to make some redstone blocks. Let's make 4 of those real quick. Should have left that water down there, but that's fine. So let's make a couple blocks of redstone. make a total of 7 with that, but we only need the 4 here. And then what I want to do is we need to make those coils, and we need to make 4 redstone plus 4 more plus 4 more, so it's a total of 12 redstone that we need to smash with our atomic reconstructor. There we go. And then we need to take these quartz, and I think we need to smack them with the laser, if I remember correctly, or the atomic reconstructor. Oh no, this is the one that requires the lava. That's right. That's right. Okay. So let's put them in there. We should still have enough lava in there for these two. It only takes a couple seconds to cook them up, so it's not a big deal. Oh, I forgot to put shift when I did it there, so we'll wait for the other one. Okay, they're both done. Let's grab them. Now we should have enough as long as we make a few. We already made the nuggets, which is even better. So let's make let's get our crafting grid here that we need. And then we shall go like so. Move those out of the way. Grab these two here. And then make these two here. Perfect, we had more than enough. And then let's make these. Oh wow, we got 8 instead of 4. Oh wow. So these energy relays, I've never really used them, so we're going to immediately convert them via our setup here to fluid relays, and then we throw them down and they become the item laser relays. Now we're going to check these out because I'm not really sure how they work. We gotta take a nap though first. Yeah, we picked it up as we were laying in the bed. That's kind of funny. I'm not really worried about the zombie out there, but I want to get that Enderman. So we're gonna have to be pretty coy about it here. And there, we got him. Now where'd the Enderman go? Don't tell me I scared him. Oh, I see him over there. Come here, buddy. Oh, he got me. Bummer. Let's go get our body. Let's get back at him. Oh, there's a creeper. We gotta be careful. I see him over there. All our stuff's gonna be all over the place, but our sword's on top. That's what matters. Where'd the Enderman go? Oh, I hate that he always disappears right when I get my stuff back. Ugh. This is the second time. That is the second time. So let's see here. Let's remove that silly waypoint. There we go. All my bees are out of whack, but that's okay. I need to work on getting a helmet at some point too, I think. Or getting a helmet back anyway. Where'd that creeper go? There's the spider. I don't need him blowing up our track or anything. Really should put down more lights on the island, but oh well. There we go. Said creeper is... Oh, it exploded. Oh, man. Sometimes I wonder if the distance, the draw distance for him is... Or not the draw distance, but the distance by which they explode has been modified by something. Not entirely sure what, but just something. Okay, so we got most of the stuff we need here. Put our lunchbox down there. Where's our... There it is. Okay. So most of our stuff's in place now. We're going to finish this by refilling this back in. Oh well. It happens. Creepers explode. Creepers explode. And then we'll just continue working on stuff. And testing out those relays. So he's getting ready to turn around. Let's see how much fuel he has. He grabbed logs for fuel. He's not supposed to grab logs for fuel. Where did he get them? See, we gotta work out the bugs. If you don't work out the bugs, you'll never know where he's getting his stuff from. So this one is supposed to be an inlet one, and this one's supposed to be an outlet one. Oh, because they all got put in there. Why the heck did they all get put in there? So it's supposed to unload cargo to here. For some reason it's not, though. I'll have to figure it out. Let's grab a whole nother stack. And let's let it get started. We will grab all those, set them in there. Because he's supposed to move it into change part of the cart to current engine. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to only load the engine with charcoal. And it's supposed to only unload the green with here. Well, I guess we also should load. I'll have to figure that out for the saplings. Because it should be loading the saplings in the sapling slot. I'll have to figure that out. At some point though, he'll have enough saplings I won't have to worry about it. It's just only in the beginning when he doesn't have enough saplings for planting that it can become an issue. So let's see. You could also set up another side to load saplings to that one slot. We'll work on that. That is a piece of the pie that we need to get to here. So let's use our item relays here. Not sure even how to connect them. Oh, that's not how you connect them. Maybe just smack them or something. Oh no, I need to look that up, I think. Let's see. Who makes item relays? Doesn't even say. How come I can't see who makes it? It's really weird. Or what mod it's from. That is really weird. Can we see over here? Okay, so it's actually additions, and there is a book. So let's see if we can see what the book is. No, not like that. Okay, so actually additions has the book here. So it's a canola seed and a piece of paper. So let's grab that and let's look at what it takes to connect those relays. So we have canola seeds somewhere. Let's see here. A single canola seed. Should I even be using it if it's the only canola seed I have? Okay, so I have some canola. And I think it can be converted into seeds, am I right? I need to check. Yeah, okay, so we're not completely out on that. So we need canola and we need paper. So for paper, we need reeds. There we go. Just go across like so. And we have the actual additions book now. So let's crack it open and let's look inside. So it talks about laser transport, which is what we were trying to use. The item laser relays. Before we start, the item laser relay system is more complicated than its fluid and energy counterpart. However, it is extremely powerful way to manage and transport your items. When connecting an item laser relay to any block that stores or handles items, it will basically know about the slots they have and what items are in them. That alone isn't particularly useful, however, the item interface can interact with these items. Check out this chapter to find out how. Okay. And that's it. Check out this chapter to find out how. Item interfaces. So let's look up item interfaces. Maybe that's what we need. So we have item interface for actual additions and a hopper item interface. So an item interface is basically a chest with basic coils surrounding it. So the actual additions manual. The item interface is a way to interact with a item laser relay network on its own, such as a network will just... Let's see here. An item interface is a way to interact with the item laser relay network on its own. Such a network is just known about all the items and slots that are connected to containers to have. The item interface, however, can be used to directly interact with these items. The way the item interface works is that it basically presents pretends to be a very large chest containing every slot of every container that is connected. What this means is that you can use a hopper or any other item transport mechanic on the item interface, and it will function like a chest, being able to accept items and have items pulled out of it. But besides that, any item being stored inside the item interface, they will go to be pulled from the laser relay network. To actually connect an item interface to the network, just place an item laser relay next to one. Okay, good enough. Sounds like we need to make one of these. Our problem is we don't have any more of the black quartz, so we're going to have to go find regular quartz and convert it. So let's put this book up for now. I think it gave us a basic set of answers that we needed. We'll just put it up over here for now. Our tree should be doing better, our tree farm. It is not. It is still trying to drop items in there. So why is it trying to drop items in there? Maybe I have it backwards. Like so. But I want the engine to be loaded up with fuel. And I want this one to unload. So what if we made this one red on the red side, so that it loads the red on the red side and unloads, because I don't want to ever unload the red side. I want to always load the red side in. Like so. Just like I want the green side to always pull parts out. Change parts current samplings. We want to load them into the woodcutter slot. We'll just have to continue to test it. Like so. We'll leave it be and see what it does. Go check and see if it's eating. If I need to, I'll use a separate relay to make all the difference. One for charcoal and one for each item it needs to drop off. Because, yep, it's still loading wood in there. And where did it get a stick? Not that I'm complaining. Just wondering where. But it's going, and the trees are growing. And it's still not consuming a ton of fuel, which is good. It's really good. And the woodcutter is, yeah, barely 3%. And we've gotten, I don't know, several stacks so far. I am not complaining. And it looks like a good point to call it for this particular episode. I appreciate you guys always being here and tuning in. And thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.